Then say you Indian.
Yeah? What of it?
Never seen Indian. Very afraid you eat them.
Well, I never had a celestial before. Might like to try me one. Hey, Wheeler.
Chow Ping.
How bad luck brings you out here, Chow Ping?
Before here, Gamsan, Gold Mountain, Panguai Steel Claim. Gold enough for Chinese, he say.
Why?
White ghost, demon. Panguai stand, talk, tell us what to do. Call us coolies. Chinese, like Indian. Panguai hit, steal, cheat.
Come on, lads. Take your box. Keep them straight.
Incline 75 degrees. That face is straight up. We gotta clear a shelf 3 miles long across that bastard of a rock.
Your plan to accomplish this, Mr. Trowbridge?
Damned if I know, sir. Come on!
One eye, bossy man. Think road not possible. Use very bad language, but road possible. How?
I'll be.
Now, if there's one thing the Chinese know something about, it's gunpowder.
Ready?
The white man's fort spread like a stain across the people's land. White Crow and Redlands joined the warriors of Red Cloud. There they would fight to remove any mark of the white man. This would be a different kind of war, fought like no other. It would be a war of watching, of waiting.
Milahanska ki iwicha blutre. Wicha ganaye o wakran la pelo. Na itra chan ki o chanse wakran la pelo. Ta wachint at a wicha rakhelo.
Pana wicha untampi hantash. Akichi taki wa toksupiki. Na wicha chiji piktalo.
Baha akota ha. Awicha unkrepitelo. Tioshpaye iyohela etanha. Koshkala kanum igluwita pi. Na milahanska ki. Osmoka kilel. Awicha upitelo.
Hemo waji wachilo. Michinchi otoka hea tokawanji ekatra chilo.
Trashunka witgo ania piktelo.
Wani atu a ke mayamani he. Sunko waka ma to he a e watu. Ni se a hiha niki wani chaktalo.
Wachapaha, Oda, Wachapella.
Leoxila wo icho hechashniolo. Washichu wichayakte yachin hantas. Epise wiluk chunkte hechayolo.
Inachnishne, hayapchakte hechayolo.
Captain, the supply train's being fired upon. You are to support the supply train, Captain Fetterman. Relieve it and report back to me. Under no circumstances are you to pursue and engage the Indians over Lodge Trail Ridge. Is that understood?
Yes, sir. No pursuit beyond Lodge Trail Ridge. Colonel Carrington, sir.
Godspeed, Captain.
That's Lodge Trail Ridge, Captain Fetterman.
What's he doing?
Please.
We're never gonna break out of that rock. Tried for a year.
Feng Guai say, move mountain. But mountain don't want to move.
That's white man's logic. Don't try to understand it. Go crazy trying. You got people back where you come from, Chappie?
Have wife in home village. One day, I finish here. Say to her, you come now. Give her silk dress. We go live in Taifao.
Taifao, San Francisco, right?
You learn Chinese real good.
I'm studying your phrase books. Learn how to write a little of your alphabet.
You have village?
Americans don't belong to any one place. Just when we get settled, we up and get restless for something different. I rode the Pony Express till it played out. Never as free as when I was on the back of a horse. Nothing steady after that.
Why you stay now?
Never been a part of something like this. Something permanent. Think maybe I'll see it through. Just this once. Maybe I'm just a crazy Indian like they all say. Twin twin.
Once, North Platte had only been an empty prairie, 300 miles from Omaha. But ambitious men like Daniel Wheeler had turned the wilderness into a boomtown. Carnivorous swarms followed the railroad workers every step of the way, devouring their weekly pay faster than grasshoppers.
Jackson! Jackson!
Coming, Paul.
Sure is flush time. Yeah, hell on wheels. You should have seen the place before civilized.
I don't mind telling you, Wheeler, that the Union Pacific finds the very presence of a sinkhole like this a noxious affront.
I'd like to see you try to stop it, Caseman. You have a mutiny on your hands. Might be wiser for you to start thinking of us as informal partners.
You appropriated railroad land for illicit purposes and then sold it to other speculators at 5 times its value.
Don't bellyache to me if this Union Pacific swells couldn't see the potential of their own right of way.
Do not presume to lecture me on what's good for the railroad.
No. That's for you. Your masters back east don't need any lessons. Government bonds. $16,000 a mile for flatlands graded and tracked. $32,000 a mile for foothills. $64,000 a mile for mountains. Tell me, Caseman, how many so-called mountains has the Union Pacific climbed thus far?
You, sir, are a rank opportunist.
Welcome to North Platte, sir. King of the Plains Emporium's a place for you. Best tables and the best liquor. They got the best looking women, too. Here, let me get that for you, sir. There you go.
Give us as they are daily strangers.
Hey. I have your britches ready.
All right. Get over to the pond. Gotta get that wheel fixed, son.
Never even know they were ripped.
5 cents, please.
It's forgotten.
Now, those are getting pretty worn. You ought to let me make you a new pair.
Yeah? Do that?
Yeah.
Oh, I like that.
I'll have to measure you.
Huh?
Step right up.
Ow.
Is your arms out like this?
Well, sure looks like you're prospering.
If I save up enough money, I can get my own shop and I won't have to rent from your father anymore.
Is there a finer thing, Square?
So do you.
Robert!
See ya.
You're needed at the shop.
Yes, sir.
Don't let me see the light again, especially with that girl.
That girl has a name, Father. It's Clara. About time you got used to saying it.
These miscreants will not trouble your establishment again.
What about my money, Colonel? Are you going to make good these men's debts?
Good day, sir.
Soldiering in the West was a lonely, miserable affair. Some men deserted outright and others fell into bad habits. Before officers like George Armstrong Custer could tame any Indians, they first had to tame their own men. My son Jacob Jr. didn't like what the Army had become, but still thought his skills could be used to preserve peace on the frontier. When Custer took charge of the 7th Cavalry, Jacob knew it wouldn't be long before his job went from scouting to killing.
I don't reckon. It's to spread. To help morale in, eh?
Men's morale will improve when they've been given Indians to fight. For that, gentlemen, I have relied upon your good offices. To no avail, it seems.
The funny thing about Indians, Colonel, they ain't so easy to find when they don't want to be.
Let me offer you an alternative explanation, Mr. Wheeler. You being half-breeds, have not applied yourself to the work with the requisite enthusiasm. The 7th Cavalry has been charged with clearing these plains of savages, from the Arkansas to the Platte. All depredations on lands being opened up by the railroad are to cease. You will oblige me by performing your duties without further delay. Have I made myself clear?
As day, Colonel.
We're finished here, dismissed. Thank you, Trooper. That'll be sufficient. Eastward, men! Eastward and victory!
Margaret Lightshines had followed Black Kettle's people in their wanderings. She began to live the life of her mother before her. When the Long-Knife Chief Sherman came to speak words of friendship, she listened, but she no longer trusted any white man. It was white men who had killed her husband.
The Iron Horse is now crossing the lands between the Arkansas and the Platte. But there's land south of the Arkansas, and before it's taken, we'd like to set aside a part of it for your home. On this home, we'll build a house to hold the goods we'll send. To this home, we'll send a physician to live with you and heal your sick. We'll send a farmer to teach your people to grow corn and wheat, and a mill to make for you meal and flour. For all this, you'll receive an allowance of $20,000 each 12 moons to be spent by the White Father on your behalf.
Na Zapad. Mayo, inaho viho. Nishni dotse.
He says, why do you come here? Because Red Cloud has killed so many bluecoats.
Na dosa Eva. Istuvonia.
This is the time for fighting, not talking.
From this day forward, all war between the parties to this agreement shall forever cease. War will end in the total destruction of the Indian because his numbers are less. We've prepared peace papers. We ask that your chiefs and head men hold their councils and meet with us when the shadows are long to sign these papers.
Many wrongs have been done, my people. But I still live in hope. I have not got two hearts.
What am I paying you for? Get to work. Get to work. Move this stuff.
I'm sending the girl back to Omaha. She belongs with your mother and sister.
I don't want you to do that.
You won't let me. You won't let me. You've been seduced by girlish blandishments.
It's not like that.
Yes, it is. If you want to expand some of that surplus of manly urges you've got, I suggest you do it in one of our own establishments.
Stop it!
I got a woman out there that can teach that little slut.
Stick him in!
Get off him. I will let this pass. For now.
Don't let me choose.
What are you looking at?
Sorry. I didn't mean to startle you.
It's all right.
It was about me. What happened before with your father, wasn't it?
It's not just the land that's changing, Clara. It's people. Me.
No. You are one of the better angels. Oh!
Better angel.
of our nature. That's what Mr. Lincoln called them.
That's mine.
How could a country so beautiful make men so cruel?
So the towns came and went. Julesburg, Sydney, Potter, Kimball, Archer. At every stop, the empire that Daniel Wheeler sought for his family grew a little larger. Then came Cheyenne, the magic city of the plains, nearly halfway between Omaha and the shores of California. The Wheelers had become men of substance, but Robert knew that something more important had been lost along the tracks, and he aimed to get it back.
Thank you. Hello, Robert.
Let me help you. It's a pretty dress, Clara. Speaks of a real delicate sensibility.
Delicate, my. Is that how you see me?
No, I was just... Well, all I meant to say was it's just nice to see some refinement in a place such as this, that's all.
Thank you.
Yeah, you did just what you said you would. I'm proud of you.
Let me show you something.
Clara, these are...
Vanities, I know.
No, not at all. These are great.
I never thought I'd take up drawing again. When I was a girl, I had such ambitions. I dreamed of owning a ladies' emporium in a place like New York or San Francisco. I imagined myself traveling to all the great capitals of Europe, and I had time to dream then, I suppose.
Just never stop dreaming, Clara. That was bold of me.
Not nearly bold enough, Robert Wheeler.
Donovan! A jackrabbit, I need a canteen and a haversack to get through this desert. Makes me wish we were back in the mountains.
Damn it! Put your backs into it! Every mile we make the mother-loving Union Pacific makes 4! Now you work as though heaven itself were before you and hell behind you! This isn't a ladies' social, Donovan!
Begging your pardon, Mr. Strobridge. You work these men any harder, you're not gonna have one left. The heat, sir!
You get these cursed Celestials digging! If you don't get these Chinese working, Donovan, you and the other walking bosses will have to take their place on the line.
I'm afraid I can't do that, sir.
What did you say? Can't or won't?
No disrespect meant, sir. But we're gonna finish this railroad together, or we're not gonna finish it!
Give them a day of rest. We resume work first light tomorrow morning. Yes, sir.
Thought you said you didn't have any use for the Chinese.
Could even less for bosses.
After 2 years of fighting, the Long Knives abandoned their forts and signed a treaty that gave the sacred lands back to the Lakota. Red Cloud had done what no man, white or Indian, thought possible. Young warriors took heart from this great victory. Many who had gone to the reservations began to return to their hunting grounds. There they found more white men. The circle of violence was renewed. Punishment fell on those who did not seek war.
See that, Mr. Wheeler? A presentiment of victory.
Heaven sent, Colonel.
Fine work, Scouts. I will send for you if I have need. So carry on, if you please, Corporal. Ha!
Save as many as you can. We're living in the nightmare. May we meet again. See you. Give me that coat. Now!
Doesn't look like such a bad sort, does she, Armstrong?
Their women possess a fierceness not found in our more refined sex. Those that have not been too degraded by being mere chattels may yet learn some rudimentary manners.
And what's your name?
This one goes by Margaret, ma'am.
Margaret. That's a lovely name. It's nice to have met you, Margaret.
Tao Nyankatelo.
That's the one. You tell a lieutenant to mind his privates. This one's a wildcat.
No, take me back! Stop fighting me, ain't that gonna help you? You're nothing but a murderer, like the rest of them! No,
Mom, why'd you do that game?
There's a pony waiting at the crowd. Okay? You get on. You go right clear here. You understand me?
I won't.
No. Yes.
Take me back.
You don't belong with these people. You don't belong with them.
These people, they're my sisters, and my mothers, my children, and my brothers. I won't leave them.
You ain't talking sense, Margaret. How can I ever face Mom and Pop if I don't see you safe out of here?
You tell them. Their daughter Margaret died at Sand Creek. And we lived to see the white man keep his promises on the Washington. You tell them that the hole in my heart is now filled with sorrow. You tell them that I can never be who I was. Tell them that I love them. Do this for me, Jacob. You tell them these things, Jacob.
The Lions will meet at Promontory Summit, Utah's Mormon country. But they say Brother Brigham appreciates the worth of a Gentile dollar. When they drive that last spike, our real opportunities begin. We'll have our pick of spur lions and...
All-in contract.
Yes.
I don't want any part of it.
I had hoped to bestow upon you our family's good fortune. That is no more or less than my obligation, as it is yours to respect and serve our businesses.
And I'll carry out my duties until the rails meet. I owe you that. Once it's finished, I'm striking out on my own.
You display no aptitude for enterprise, sir. That girl has a better head for business than you'll ever have. I underestimated her.
Clara, Father. You say her name? Clara.
Clara.
Yeah. She makes people nice things. Taking advantage of their weakness. Doesn't seem much of business to me.
Different times call for different methods.
That's progress. I suppose I don't want much part of it.
You better think hard on your future, boy.
Hey, boys earned it. I'll fill it in the brim for you. All right.
Union Pacific, late as usual.
From my wayward Abe's son Abe, that May morning was a triumph like no other. A ribbon of iron stretched 1,800 miles from the Mississippi to the Pacific Ocean. When those final rails were laid, America changed forever. Some men fancied that they represented the future of that new America, but it was men and women like Robert and Clara who would come to embody its true spirit. Their pluck and determination would be sorely tested in the years that lay ahead.
We celebrate here today. Bless this majestic road and all those who ride upon it. May they and their business prosper in your Amen.
Now, where we now stand, but a few months since could be seen nothing but the path of the Red Man. Now, 1,000 wheels will bear on their axles the wealth of half the world, drawn by the Iron Horse, darkening the landscape with its smoky breath and startling the wild Indian with its piercing scream. We are a great people and can accomplish great things!
We got this to show for it. You can't ever take this away from us. Good luck and type out.
You watch out for Feng Guai.
Can't escape him.